for me, like I would say, like for me, I learned about birth control. I knew only about the condom.
Are we using them? You know, do they have pros and cons? And do we even think about it before we even start using? You know,
It's good to have this information because okay, I know most men don't have this information. So when your lady says like she's on a pill, you go like okay, kwa pill sa get ball, but you know that's now being naive.
So I am pregnant. This is your baby. Do you like feel we trap you men?
And there are men who are trapped. I will not speak. I'll say some. Some men are trapped.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Kana kuforce.
kuforce mkutia kinasikia. Kwambia tu ukisogea huku
ni anafanana sister ya uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, my name is Lily Asigo and welcome to Wisdom Nuggets, where we get to talk about relationship issues, but you get to hear from a woman's perspective and also from a man's perspective. I am joined by relationship expert, Mr. Ken Okoye. Mr. Ken, karibu sana.
Asante sana, nashukuru. It has been a pleasure to be here.
Yes, maybe you can tell our viewers we ni nani, unafanya nini?
All right, so I am Ken Okoye, a relationship expert. You're a relationship expert.
Yes.
And one of the things that I do, I help couples to navigate conflicts, help parents to find solutions with their kids. So basically, I'm here to help you to solve the problems that you're facing emotionally, physically, and spiritually.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And
that's just one of the things that I do.
Okay.
All right.
Just one. You've mentioned a few. Don't just say one.
It's just one. Because it's only dealing with emotional heart issues. Yeah, it's just emotional. So that's a one package.
Okay.
But the other things.
Sawa. Thank you so much for praying before we started.
Karibu
It's a really,
sana.
really good thing, guys. He's born again, I'm born again. It's going to be amazing. So today we are talking about, today we are talking about birth control. What is birth control? Do we even know how to use them? Are we using them? Do they have pros and cons? And do we even think about it before we even start using? Do we ask questions or we hear it from a friend? Because for me, I can say I had about birth control from my sister. Yeah, so I don't know if we are failing.
Would we say we are failing? Maybe you are stretching too much.
I had parents. I still have parents anyway.
Yeah.
But they never talked about contraception. So I had it from my sister. I'm sure there's someone who's watching and they've also had it from a family member or from a friend.
Yeah.
And you know, when you hear it from someone else, it doesn't come out as professional as it's supposed to be. So either the doctors to be telling us what it is, or in school, our beloved teachers and lecturers should really explain what birth control is, what contraception is, who is it for? You know, what age are we supposed to start these things? But we do not know. Anyway, for as long as you've heard the word birth control or contraception, it is a barrier that is going to like help you not get pregnant. And we have types, condoms, we have pills, everyday pills, we have abstinence, we have implant, ziko mob. So today we're going to talk about them in general.
In general.
Yes, in general, because we know abstinence is the best, you know, the
Yeah.
safest. But we are not going to abstain.
So abstinence, because now if you abstain, that means definitely you're not having sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's no way you can get pregnant if you're not
Engaging,
yeah?
Yeah.
And like for me, like I would say, like for me, I learned about birth control I knew only about the condoms. Growing up, that's the only thing we knew, like as men, and it was like, you don't want a baby, so you use this.
Yeah.
Then later, when now I wanted to get married and all that, that's the moment I started hearing now, there's a car, a cape, there's a patch.
Yeah.
So many stuff, you know. But for me, again, the other one that I learned it was the withdrawal, because now it's one of the naturals. Yeah, so I only know those two that I have practiced. So the rest I don't know.
Well, for me, I've been around. I've used at least more than 5. And the reason as to why I've used more than 5 different methods of contraception is because I'm just allergic. I react to some of them, you know, and you have to use it for you to know that you're reacting to it. Because I remember it took me around 2 years to balance my hormones because of taking the everyday pill.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know if someone who's watching, they're going through the same thing or they went through the same thing, but you find that some of us cannot use those methods.
Yeah.
So it's either you withdraw and pray, as people say, or you really, because I personally don't have safe days. I do not. My third born was as a result of safe day, you know. So change of climate changed everything and I got pregnant.
The safe day actually reminds me of my experience with my partner. Like, it was safe days, then now we have our second born.
Amen.
Yeah, like safe days. You know, you safe days, but working out. Then it's like everything changed, you know? The hormones change, ukachanganyikana, then you're like, hey, I'm feeling dizzy, I'm feeling what. Hey, I think I'm sick. Then you go to hospital, then, hey, guys, you are pregnant.
Yeah, I even hear the IUD. Sometimes you give birth to a baby with the IUD hapa kwa kichwa.
Yeah.
You may stick. Then you're like, really? What happened? So when you go to hospitals, they tell you they are not 100%.
Yeah.
But if you use them correctly, with the guidance of maybe a gynecologist, they do work. You know?
Yeah, like one that I had was like the CAP, the CAP, CAP. That one I had is like 99% safe because it's like you insert it in, nika kikombe, kikofia. So you then everything is happening there and all that. So actually that one I had is 99% safe.
Apana.
Yes, sasa you see, like now for a man point of view, start telling me that kuna vitu umejivalisha huko.
Sindio, already mentally mearibu.
Like ndakwa like, sasa hiyo. You get. So that's why some men will be like not okay with it. Then also like from a man point of view, I'm skeptical about when someone tells me they have a patch or a coil that they are safe. I kind of go like, hey, but don't trust, you know. So I rather just use a CD.
And I hear your coil.
Because those patch or those coils, they often have zilisonga, sijui ni move, sijui nini.
Hata disadvantage hiyo coil, ukiingizwa, kuna ka string kanabaki. So if you don't get a good guy na mwenye atakata I shorten, my friend, I hear inaguara your stuff.
Oh.
So you're just bruised. Unatoka ukiwa bruised. That's why I insist, talk to a professional. Mwenye atakusaidia kwambie, this suits you, this does not suit you, nini. Because growing up also, hii sindano, walikuwa nakata kukudunga kama haujaza. Ulikuwa nauliza, do you have children? You're like, no. They tell you, I'm afraid we cannot. Yeah, because kila kitu iko na disadvantages anyway. But let's talk about, for those people who have no issues with contraceptives, zina work, you know, whichever yenye wamechagua. As a woman, you know, as a man, you know your partner. And it's so sad that you as a man will trust me as a woman when I tell you I'm on the pill. There's no evidence. Maybe we're not living together, but nakwambia, Kenzai, mimi niko on the pill.
On the pill.
So you trust me, you trust my word, and then I'm pregnant. So do we blame those men who say, hey, is that my child really? Because you see, I trusted you. Maybe I'm not educated enough to know that it could be because of ABC, you know. So I'm on the pill, you trust me, I get pregnant. I'm your side chick. I know you're committed. You have a family. I still get pregnant for you. And I'm your wife. Our marriage is not working out. But naongeza tena mwingine wa pili, watatu, wanne, watano, and the relationship is not working out. Then we have to separate because the relationship is not working out. And just to say the truth, there are some signs that you can see at the beginning of the relationship. And itakusaidia ku block. So my question is, Should we start now discussing about contraceptives right before we get married, during courtship? Should we discuss it during that time? Ama we just, I don't know, here say unasikia huku, you have to research your nini, you sort yourself out.
For me, I think it's very important. Ni muhimu, because it's something that is going to affect your life. Yeah, because as you know, kids come with bills, yeah? There's a bill that will come with it. So it's just good to plan your family. You know, if you intend to have 10 children, then it's good for us to talk about it and know like what are the ways that we are going to use. If we just want one child, then after that, then what next? So it's good to have this information, because okay, you know, most men don't have this information. So when your lady says like she's on a pill, you go like, okay, kwa pill sa get ball, but you know that's now being naive, or you don't have more information, because you know like all these contraceptives, yeah, they are not 100%. You know, some are 98, some are 95. Even the condom itself, sometimes these things happen. So when you have information, then if your lady tells you like I'm pregnant, you don't just jump and say, si wangu, sijui nini. You just wait for the baby to be born.
Unaangalia the nose.
Yeah, sasa kama mimi, sisi watoto wetu wote wanafanana
Forehead.
Wanakona ine tano, like this is my father's head. So everyone has this head, Kwedem, Charlie, whichever. So it's just good to have that conversation, so that to avoid the conflicts in the future. Without having the conversation, mtakosana tu.
Who is to blame?
Okay, I will say people are not, let me use the right word. Okay, those people who are not mature enough will blame each other. Because when you're engaging with someone, you don't expect to produce an iPhone or an iPad. You get, you are there, you did the deed, and there are consequences. Something can happen. There are chances that whatever contraceptive you use, someone can still get pregnant. You know, that's why the doctors still advise. So when someone says they're pregnant, you wait. And there are so many things. Later, you can do your DNA. If you doubt the lady, you know, but even when you blame, the kid is still in the womb. So either you decide you're going to abort or keep the baby.
Keep,
yeah, because now blame game, it doesn't. When you guys were engaging, it was fun. So furahia matunda.
So as a man, you want to be involved.
Yeah.
You want me to take you with me kwa appointment ya gyna, we go and discuss the best method. Utakubali? Yeah,
if you are caught in. But if you're just a girlfriend, like wale tutu na meet, now why should I be having this discussion?
Lakini au girlfriend wanapatanga mimba?
Wanapata, but the reason why wanapata is because most of them don't even plan to have children. They have never even had a discussion to have a baby. You get? If we have never sat down and said we want a child, then you happen to get pregnant or we are now pregnant, but it's unplanned pregnancy. No, we don't even have a future. We have never even talked about our future, like this is what we intend to do. That's why sometimes now you find yourself, you're pregnant, but this guy is not committed. Maybe the guy is going to States. You know, it was like those one night stand, or hey, I'm going to State, oh, I need kuchangamka, then boom, you're pregnant. He's in America, you are here. What do you do?
I follow you to America.
No, you follow.
And sue you for child support.
You see, now then it comes out to become a blackmail, because if we talk about it, it makes things easier. Yeah, there's no hurt in discussing.
Well, as a woman, if I want to trap a man, I would get pregnant. Because I know this child will make you stay, you know. But times have changed where if I try to trap you with a child, you'll tell me, I will take care of that child. But I don't want to be in a relationship with you. And then we lose out, you know, because all I wanted was to be in a relationship with you. And I did whatever it took me to get to you. So I am pregnant. This is your baby. Do you like feel we trap you men?
There are men who are trapped. I will not speak. I'll say some. Some men are trapped.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like maybe you have a girlfriend and she has like multiple partners and you don't know, so I'm sleeping with this one, sleeping with you. Then she kind of go like, I'm pregnant, but now anangalia, who looks responsible? Then
but this up to Zoom happen.
Yeah, like who looks responsible? Then like, Ken is responsible. Kameokoka.
Alafu kumbe ulicheat na mzungu. Umecheat na mzungu, alafu nakwambia ni yako na za mse white.
So utapatikana, but now ukicheat na watu wa black tu kaa sisi, unaona, so unabeba tu una continue na life. So there are people who have end up in such scenarios, you know, like because you find a lady, she doesn't know what happened. Maybe she was drunk, met this guy, decided to engage, then ile one night, then pia umekuja pregnant.
Yeah.
So even yeye mwenyewe ajui.
Yeah.
Like she's still like,
yeah,
like okay, I think ni huyu mwenye, but now this is the person I'm used to. And now you don't want to open up and say, by the way, I cheated. So you will just hide, the baby will be born, atakaa, hata unaona mapo inakaa yako.
Inakaa yako, anakuforce.
Anakuforce, anakutia ni masikio. Kwambia tu ukisogea huku yako.
Ni anafanana sister ya uncle.
Yeah, so it's just good for couples to talk. Me, I believe that, and also talking to our children. Mapema, like for us now, we can talk about it. Our parents believe like the only time you'll talk about sex is when you're getting married, like you're married, and that's when they will tell you like, now when you're married, if you don't want to get pregnant, do this and this. Like that's what my mom did with my wife. Like this is what you do, and also me, I can show like this is what you do. So, but prior to that, like they don't want to give you this information. You're like, wewe atakuwa promiscuous.
Yeah.
Unaona, ataanza kumeza vitu, ataanza kufanya nini?
Ukweli.
Yeah.
But you see, hatuwezi ongea juu ya contraceptive, tukose kuongea juu ya period.
Yeah.
You know. So dem akinyesha, tunafaa tuwafiche machali. Because nasikia afai kuona hizo vitu, afai kufanya nini, afai kufanya nini. How are you going to help yourself to trap kama haujui my cycle?
Ni muhimu kujua hizo vitu. Okay, ndio kwa maana machali wana trapiwa.
Because when I'm on my menses, I don't tell you, you know. And we are talking about people who are in serious relationship, because by the way, this thing is so serious.
Yeah.
You have to know.
Yeah, it's good to know. It's good to know because okay, you're engaging with this person, so definitely kuna off days. Kuna kawiki kana kwaga off. Then there are people who have irregular periods, like they can end up like having periods like twice in a month.
Yeah.
So it's just good for you as a man to have all this information. So shamba itakusaidia.
So be wise.
So be
for
wise.
your own interest.
For your own interest, man. For your own interest, man. Ama utalea.
Utalea watoto mpaka uchoke. Na watoto these days wako expensive mbaya.
Yeah.
Shule, maziwa, diapers, you nini it's a lot. So I've not learned a lot about men when it comes to contraceptives. Wewe utaweza fungwa ama lazima mimi ndio nifungwe?
Kufungwa? Like vasectomy?
Yes.
And now you know that's something debatable. It's individual, it's personal, yeah.
Sasa wewe utakubali?
Sasa bado nataka kuzaza. So bado
ukimaliza utakubali kwenda?
Vasectomy. Ndakubali ikawa watoto wamekuwa wakubwa.
What are you saying? How many children do you want? 12?
No, I can be having 2, but when they have grown, like they're adults, I can do vasectomy.
Do you know, sometimes you might wait for the children to grow up. Mnaongeza ule wa kutuma kwa duka. It's possible.
There's that scenario, but you know, sometimes people are afraid because you can end up losing your kids too.
So what's your advice?
And it's a personal choice. Whatever suits you. Vasectomy by the if you're cool with it, go for it. No one should judge you for it. It shouldn't be pressure. I can't pressure you to put a patch.
Yeah.
Or a coil. If you don't want to use it, you don't want to use it. You know, like at the end of the day, let's respect each other's body. If I feel like, okay, it's the right time, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it. Like, yeah. I don't have an issue with it. Ni time. Until the right time.
Shauri yako. Kenzai kama nangoja the right time ndio tume contraceptive. We've run out of time, but thank you so much for watching. Remember to leave a comment down below and hit the notification bell so that you get to watch our future videos. My name is LILLY ASIGO.
Thank you so much.